Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:38 a.m.
Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Thursday, September 21st.
Okay, guys, today is day 32 of my health and fitness and weight loss journey. Be right back. Okay, good morning, guys. Um, yeah, this is day 132. So, yesterday, guys, I totally missed my exercise due to going through some stressful situations that I was dealing with. And one of the things that happened to me yesterday was I ran out of medication. So I put in for my medication, and I rely on delivery, but the delivery didn't come, and I was wondering why. And so I spent my day trying to figure out and trying to get down to the bottom of why something that would be simple, but saying that I had zero refills, and I'm having to find a way to get on my apps and stuff and figure out stuff to try to figure out how to get my medication. So it kind of took a toll on me. So that's what we want to talk to today about is, stressors, guys, stressing through weight loss, what stress can do to you, and what can be stressful and what's not so stressful, and then trying to work your way through that. And even then, I still tried to manage to do something, but I just didn't feel like doing the exercise after going through all that headache, and then having to go in to pick up my meds, and paying more than I normally have to, because of a debacle that wasn't my fault. So, it happens. Stuff happens, as they say. But it was taken care of, and finally I'm able to, get back to the business of what we're doing. So, yeah, just stress. What kind of things stress us out? What kind of things that might keep us from doing some of the things that we're trying to do, and then what can we do about it? So, it's just, stress can cause you kind of headaches and stuff like that. So I was just feeling it yesterday, and that was like one of the few times that I've been taken off of this journey for a moment. But just working through the stress of things that are just normal, because things will happen. So yeah, so I haven't had much stress though with this weight loss. I think, like say, thinking about and trying to figure out how to continue to work through it on every day probably is the most stress out of it. And even with that, I've made my mind that I got to get this weight off, and I know I'm getting it off because of a good reason, which is my health. That changed the thing for me. So it doesn't mean that you're not going to go through stressful moments or stressful things in life, because we are, and we do. So how do we kind of keep some of that down, and stress relief. Exercise can be stress relief for a situation like that. Trying to relieve yourself because of all the things you have in your normal lives, might cause you to have a need for some type of relief from the stress. Exercise is a good way to do it. I've been taking walks and stuff when that happens as well. So, but we're back to a normal situation in terms of that that's the problem I dealt with yesterday, and now I'm trying to get my mind back to not being so overwhelmed by something that I didn't have no control over in the first place. You know, because some things you just don't have control over. So I don't know if you guys can relate to that. You guys know if you're stressing over things, or what's stressful to you may not be stressful, you know, to others. And maybe what I'm talking about is not stressful, but you know, things that you stress over. Could think about how you were stressed going through weight loss. Leave a note in the comment, and we can have a discussion about it and try to come up with some solutions. So one of my solutions is, for me, is to get back on it. So the next day, let's get back on it. So and don't worry about yesterday. You can't change what the past is, so you can't change. I can't change what yesterday was, but I can go into today trying to be better at whatever it is. So do better, be better. So yeah. So I'm gonna do my regular exercise motions and movements. I'm not gonna try to compensate for the day that I lost, because we have plenty of days to continue on to get that done. So I was thinking too to myself, you know, if I had to give myself a grade at this point, if it was just based on, you know, the grades like we had in school, or what would you grade yourself as? And I would put myself right now, guys, I would give myself an A for the effort and continuance in what I'm doing. Give myself a C for the levels in which we are on, and not because that's a grade that, you know, denotes, you know, how I am on the inside, because I feel I'm A plus all the way through the inside. But I know that when we go through this journey, we're on levels. So we're at the beginning of levels, which I won't give myself a D for that, because it's the beginning of the levels. So this is day 132. I'm sorry if I said 131. It's 132. And when you sit here and you realize that it's just the beginning, it's not even a full on. You're not even wrestling with the come up of trying to be you know, so far beyond that you can say, hey, all right, you know, I'm at an A level. And I would say C level because it's not a D or an F. I'm not failing at what I'm doing, and I'm not substandardly working at something that would consist of a D. So, you know, I'm going to stay in C range, because to me that's a humble range to be in, and I need to be humble. You know, I'm humble at this time because I'm starting to see benefits. I'm starting to feel different. My thinking is getting more towards what it's going to be to continue to be really healthy. You know what that looks like. So that's pushing me right along. And yeah, you do have your days, as I'm talking about yesterday. And yeah, I've had days in between, just like everybody. But yet and still, we're gonna push through. You know, you still have to live your time. So whatever that time takes for us to be here, however long it takes for us to get this down and out. If I weren't putting forth the effort, I might feel like, yeah, I could grade myself lower than a C. But I know that I feel like I'm putting in an A for the efforts that I'm putting in each day. So I feel good about that, and that for myself is the honest way I feel about me. So that's what I'm dealing with. So yeah, just things for me that keeps my stress down. I didn't get to do any of that yesterday. Is meditation and meditating. For the time that I meditate, I'm gonna do some considerable meditation this morning because it threw me off of my day and the work and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, can't allow that to continue to be. But like I said, you don't have control over each day, so don't stress yourself over it. I think because I know that I feel I'm accountable for my actions and what I do, so I know that I have to rearrange my times according to whatever has to happen with me, and I'll have to. Sometimes you'll have to eat it, and some days you'll have to, just do it. And if you can, and don't quite worry about it, but don't stop. So, if I can find a way to get it done, I'll get it done. If it's not, then I'll do something to at least acknowledge that I'm putting forth the effort to make that be. So rough as it gets, it has been last couple of weeks. So guys, I'm just got my boxing gloves on today. I'm not even going to be hitting the bag or anything. I'm just kind of put them on and get some motion on with them. So yeah, we're gonna continue, guys. We're working on. I've been listening to some videos that's been based on fasting, and trying to get more understanding of just the things that fasting technically does to your system. So I'm trying to get some knowledge for myself, and as I get that knowledge, I'll pass on through my videos. Just I'm at the understanding of what I've been doing and what it has done for me. But now, it's time to also start getting the technical value of and understanding of some of the things that it does for the system, so that I just know for myself, really, just kind of to keep myself regulated and understood about how fasting totally works within your system, and the amount of fasting that I've been doing, and I've been testing that for myself. So it's like I said, I've been on my 36s, so that's been advantageous for me. But also now I'm starting to look at that contrasted to the longer fast that I have been doing, and I might have a longer fast coming up so that I can see if there is a difference. Just thinking about it. So guys, I know some of you have been on fasting. Tell me what your thoughts are. Do you do alternate fasting, intermittent fasting, or full-on water fasting? What type of fasting have you done? Juice fasting, juice smoothie fasting, dry fasting. That's one I'm not interested in doing, but I am interested in knowing about. So it might be me doing some type of study on that too, because I know it exists. I don't know anybody who's done it. So you know anybody who's done it, or if you've done it, say something about it. If you know what the differences are with that, please share with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and wind down, guys, so I can get my day going. So yeah, exercise definitely is and can be a stress reliever. It's one of the ways they say, you can relieve your stress. And so, I can see that benefit as well. And doing it takes your mind off of things. I know music is a good stress reliever. Maybe I'll go and put on some music as I get ready for my meditation this morning, which is a stress reliever. So we know other types of stress relievers and things as well. So one stress reliever that I don't want to do is the stress reliever of what? Eating. That used to be a main stress reliever, man. That's, hey, get stressed, go get you some good stuff. So, I was thinking, I've got had a neighbor give me a bunch of peaches, and I'm like, okay. And so the neighbor's like, you want some more? And I was like, yeah. Well, she was saying that that you could use them for cobblers and stuff. And I said, oh no, because I remember, I told you I'm a pie guy. I like all kinds of pies and stuff like that, cakes and peach cobbers are high at the list. So when I thought about it, what she said, I was like, no, I'm gonna pass on that one, but I will take these peaches and cut them up and put them in the freezer. And I have now peaches for my juices, so I will have some peach juices coming my way that I'm looking forward to. I'll probably go in here and make me one right now. So that's the difference in how I'm thinking now and the way I'm feeling. And I don't, no shame about it. I feel good that I'm starting, make different choices that are more on a healthier level. And my thoughts are even that too. So no shame to the peach game. I love me some peach cobbler. So much so that I know what would happen if I made one. Peach cobblers, I'm talking about a pan of peach cobbler, guys. I'll devour half of that by the end of the day, and another half tomorrow. But I'm not doing that anymore. So no peach cobbler for me. So guys, today we talked about stress. And so no stress, guys. Let's push forward and let's go and have a positive day. Thank you for watching my video. Have a positive day. Okay, so today's smoothie, I'm gonna feature peaches in my smoothie mix, a mix of different vegetables and some fruit. I'm not gonna use the whole thing in this plate. I have to make, I'm gonna make 2 smoothies, but this is the base. So this smoothie will also feature some lime juice, apple cider vinegar, and some turmeric. So prep is done and ready for the mix. Okay, so that's my carrot-based juice for the day with peaches, and that's it's a celery cucumber base with peach in it. So that's the juices for today.